to the session on hexagonal prism. As it was said earlier, a prism is a polyhedron having two parallel faces, the top and bottom, connected together by rectangular faces. Now this is having a regular shape of an hexagon at top and bottom. It got vertical faces which is rectangle in shape. Therefore we call it as a prism. Hexagonal prism has got 6 lateral faces. And this is a top face. This is a bottom face. Normally we name this as A, B, C, D, E, F, A1, B1, C1, D1, E1 and F1 like this. A typical isometric view of an hexagon prism you are observing. Let us try to solve the problems for the different conditions, like whether the prism is resting with one of its sides or with a corner. So let us study how to draw the projections or get the views like top and front views. Let us understand the projection of hexagonal prism by taking a problem. Now in this problem you observe that the base has got 35 mm length and has got an axis of 80 mm with one of its corners on HP such that the base is inclined at 30 degree to HP, and the projection of the axis on HP is inclined at 25 degree to VP, with the top end of the axis nearer to the observer and the two base edges containing the corner on which it rests is equally inclined to HP. Once you keep the corner to the right hand side and make it inclined with HP, automatically it will be equally, the two base edges containing that corner will be equally inclined to HP. Now just have a look on the, once again on the 3D model. You can understand this, how the base will be there, and bottom faces always we name it as A1, B1, C1 like this. The axis, the vertical lateral faces which is rectangular in nature, the top face naming, height of the axis you can mark it, and you know what is meant by base edges, the top and bottom faces. So from this figure you should be able to understand which are the lines that will be visible and which are the lines which will not be visible. So that is what is important to understand. With this concept we are going to draw the visible and invisible lines in the 2D drawing. Well, let us start as usual with by drawing a line, XY line, horizontal line with VP above and HP below. Since it is resting with one of its corner, we have to keep the corner to the right hand side. So draw a width of 35 mm, AB like this. Draw the other two sides of a hexagon with angle of inclination 60 degree exterior and 120 degree interior. Complete the remaining part of the hexagon. This is the final view, the top view, the initial position of a regular hexagon. Draw the diagonals. The intersection of that will get you the axis. Project these lines to the, get the front view. Mark the height of the axis equal to 80 mm. Complete the boundaries of the hexagonal prism. Now you will be observing as usual from the front side of the model. So you can see F is seen, A is seen, B is seen, C is seen. D, E are not seen, it will be behind. This vertical line AA1, BB1 is overlapping, therefore you are not able to see the dotted line. Therefore we will name it with brackets, within the brackets. This is the first position of the hexagonal prism. Now in this question he has said that the base is inclined at an angle 30 degree and corner should be resting on XY line. Keep this corner C1 on XY line and tilt this base C1 F1 at an angle equal to 30 degree. Mark all other points along the base, get the projectors, all other lines, complete it. That means you are redrawing it. Reconstructing or redrawing all mean one and the same. Name this as it was done in the initial position. Yes. Now to get the top view in the second position, draw the projectors. Either you can project all the lines at a time or one by one. Now F1 has been projected from here. Its horizontal project comes and meets over here. So you got the points like this. You point all the corners of the hexagonal prism both at the base level as well as at top level. Now this is base you have marked. Similarly, mark the corners of the top face. Yes, complete dotted lines have been marked here. Actually when you are drawing there is no need to draw with such a big thickness or diameter of the dots. You can make it much smaller than that. Only to make you understand the concept we have put a bigger size of dots over here. Now comes the condition that which one is visible and which is not visible. Let us apply that conditions. As usual we will be observing it from the top. So when you observe from top you can see this longitudinal or lateral longest line FF1 which is nearer to the observer, and this top face is completely seen. Therefore you can completely mark A, B, C, D, E, F, A with thick line, the top face. A1, B1 are nearer to XY line which cannot be seen. Therefore some of the lines will be hidden lines, will be shown with thick dashes. So now let us draw the very first line. FF1 is the longest line, mark it by thick line FF1 here. The top face which is near to the observer is ABCD, mark that in sequence, complete it like this. The second condition of drawing the thick line. The third condition says that you mark the boundaries by thick line. Yes, this completes the outer part. Now you got other lines like B1, C1, C1, D1, the hidden baseline that we have to mark it by thick dashes, as well as a longitudinal line, the lateral line C1. This has to be marked with thick line. Then finally mark the axis. This completes the second position of view where the base has been inclined by an angle 30 degree. Let us see that how to draw the third position where the top view of the axis is inclined to VP. Reconstruct this top view here by drawing a 25 degree angle. Mark all the positions F1, O1, F, C, C1, all these things along the line, along the axis. Then draw these lines perpendiculars to the axis like A1E, B1D1, AE, BD, like this. All these lines have been redrawn, produced. Join them. Yes. Now we have constructed or redrawn the second view, what you observed in the top. To get the front view, the final front view, project it from all the corners above XY line. Yes. Now draw the horizontal projectors to meet the corresponding vertical projectors, corners of the vertical projectors. Mark them. Come to the bottom face. And C1. So all the corner points of a hexagonal prism has been marked here. We'll apply the conditions to draw the visible and invisible lines. The longest line away from XY line is AA1, BB1. These are the two longest lines are there which are away from XY line and nearer to the observer. Observer is here, it's near to the observer. And the top face is also near to the observer, as it is said in the question. We have kept the top face towards the observer. So this also will be marked with thick line. Let us start with the first condition. Draw AA1 by thick line and BB1 by thick line. Yes, we have done it in the front view. The face which is away from XY line and nearer to the observer will be marked thick, that is A, B, C, D, F, A. So we have marked the top face. The third condition says join the boundaries by thick line. Yes. We got the remaining edges are there like C1, D1, D1, E1, even F1 like this. These are the base edges which are not seen because of this front view. It's behind. We have to show it by dotted line. And also we have got the longest lines like D1, E1 also to be shown with thick dashes because they are the hidden lines. Base edges have been marked. The longest lines. Finally, you draw the axis of the prism. This completes the final view or the top and front views of an hexagonal prism, which is resting with one of its corner and the base being tilted by an angle 30 degree and the top view of the axis inclined at 25 degree to VP. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, comment on the drawing and kindly subscribe. Thank you once again.